People making false allegations for clout is sadly not new grounds on the internet. During my time on YouTube, I've encountered several false claims on the internet. While some respond accordingly and beat the allegations, others take drastic measures which can result to self-harm, leading to death. In today's story, this man was actually arrested for false claims an individual made. This is Caroline Miller, a mother in Georgia who took a quick trip to Walmart to do a bit of shopping. Weird thing about this Walmart trip is that she gave her kids mobility scooters to ride, even though nobody in that family is disabled, which that should tell you everything you need to know about the kind of parent she is. Caroline then encountered a man who asked her where he could find the Tylenol. Caroline directly, gives him directions on where she thinks Tylenol could be, and then they call it a day. Caroline, after this encounter, called the police on this man, which his name is Madrina Patel, and claims that the man reached for her kids and had to do a tug-of-war battle for the kid, and then he fled the scene.
I was in the Walmart and I had to rip my baby out of some other man's hands because he was trying to snatch him.
Someone trying to snatch your baby?
Yes.
Police would go on to identify Mahendra Patel, and he would be arrested for attempted kidnapping. The mom, who is the head of this whole claim, went on to do an interview with the media, and then which she got her kid to say, yes, some guy was trying to kidnap me.
The mother's accusation was disturbing.
Did someone try to take you from mommy?
Yeah.
But when you watch the surveillance footage, it tells you a completely different story to what the mom told the 911 operator.
Surveillance video from inside the Ackworth Walmart shows Patel walk in last month.
Shopping for Tylenol for his elderly mother.
As he walks the aisles, video shows him cross paths with this woman in a motorized wheelchair with a baby in her arms and a little girl under her feet.
She's pointing to where the Tylenol is.
Patel's back is to the camera, but as the chair moves forward, he appears to lean in. That's when the mother says he picked up her son. She did not respond to requests to comment on the new video, but told us last month.
He pulled him, I pulled him back. We're tug-of-warring.
And this video is very clear that that did not happen.
She says her client thought the kid was going to fall, so he was helping her readjust.
Not only he did not kidnap the mom's children, he was even trying to help the mom adjust to the mobility scooter. I don't understand why this mom decided to just come out of nowhere and just blatantly accuse this man of kidnapping her kids.
Video shows him back up. She points to something, and he moves in that direction.
If you're in Walmart and you see someone in need, you're just going to have to let them fall, apparently. You're just going to have to let them, whatever happens, happens. We can no longer help handicapped people is what this is saying.
Overall, you can't just be nice to people nowadays because these people are just going to, take your kindness and just, spin it into something that isn't.
The mom says she doesn't need the wheelchair, but her kids wanted to ride it. She has trouble driving it, backed into shelves, and appears to run over her child's foot with it.
Yeah, well, you can see how you can already tell based on what you're hearing in the news clip how much of an irresponsible, dumb motherfucker this mom is. And she wants to sit here and accuse, random people of, kidnapping instead of, bettering her parenting skills.
This man even jumped to help the child when the child fell. That's what people do.
While that's happening, an employee helps Patel find the Tylenol. He holds it up as he talks to the mom on his way to the checkout counter.
He's not fleeing, as the police have said. He's not fleeing. He's using his debit card. He's talking with an employee here, paying for it in his own name.
He stops to talk to a worker before leaving, and police arrested Patel days later. Last week, a grand jury indicted him for attempted kidnapping, assault, and battery. He's been in jail nearly a month now. His attorney plans to ask for bond in 3 weeks.
This kidnapping of a minor bell was rung. Once that bell is rung, it's really hard to unring it. It's really hard to get that back and get him a bond.
Courtney Francisco, WSB Tonight.
I don't understand why people do shit like this because it's going to catch up with you eventually and then you'll have to be facing real consequences. I remember there was this one mother, it was another mother who, I don't know if it was at a Target or at a Walmart, but whatever. She claimed that a Hispanic family tried to kidnap her kids and the mom would end up being proven wrong, and then she would end up actually getting arrested for making false claims against the family. And I believe the same thing should be done with this lady in this video. While doing research for this video, I stumbled across a past lawsuit against Lyft in 2019 where she and 20 other women accused Lyft drivers of sexual assault, and now they're suing Lyft for it.
These men are predators, and by allowing them to drive, Lyft is fostering a vile and dangerous business practice.
More strong words and more legal action against Lyft. Today, 20 victims filed suit against the rideshare company, saying it, quote, continued to let sexual predators drive and interact with vulnerable members of the public.
I was left physically beaten, bruised, and cut, as well as emotionally scarred that night. The fear of walking into a house and asking for help will never leave me. The police took me to the station, and I told them what happened. At no point was I notified by Lyft that this man was taken off of the platform.
8 of the 20 victims say their rapes or sexual assaults happened after a prior lawsuit against Lyft for the same thing. Rather than take immediate action, these victims say, the company ignored them.
I'm not telling you to believe that these 20 women are lying, but I bring this up because this isn't her first rodeo into the spotlight for like criminal activity happening. By the time I'm making this video, this lawsuit is still ongoing, so we don't know what is true or false, and we can't really use this lawsuit to, I guess, label her as like, you know, she has a pattern of lying here. What we can say though is that she has thrust into the spotlight before, and this isn't her first rodeo into thrusting the spotlight. By the time I'm recording this video, the man is still behind bars awaiting a court date. Hopefully we see how this thing gets situated and how this whole court thing plays out, and yeah, we'll just see in the future. Hopefully this woman faces some sort of consequences, because stuff like this cannot be normalized. We've seen hundreds of men and women get falsely accused of assault and stuff like that, and that needs to not be normalized. If we just let these people get away with just making false claims against another person and potentially ruining their life, these people are just, it basically just gives them the green light to just do it again, or gives other people the green light being like, oh, this person did this and nothing really happened to it, so it must be okay. No, it's not okay. It's fucking wrong and you're pathetic.